As we focus on the Israel-Hamas conflict, let's talk about the casualty of war, the ordinary citizen. And you're seeing that largely in Gaza. The death toll has been mounting with every passing hour in Gaza. It's gone up to thousands now. And this after, of course, Israel launched an offensive, an all-out attack on Gaza, which has several Hamas terror hideouts as a response to Hamas's carnage in Israeli soil. Now, Israel has stopped the entry of food, fuel, medicine into Gaza. So amid the war, amid non-stop airstrikes leading to kids, women, men all being injured, there's no medicine reaching them. Hospitals are overflowing, shelters are running out of space, and the Gazan is living in fear that any moment his or her home, the roof over their head, will come crashing down.
Shocked, homeless, devastated. Sitting on the ground in dismay in front of the dead bodies is Gazan Ala al-Kafarne. He fled 2 locations with his family before being hit by an Israeli airstrike that killed his pregnant wife, his brother, his father, 2 cousins and 2 extended family members.
I have lost my father, my brother, my uncle, 2 cousins, 2 of my extended family, my pregnant wife, and I am the only survivor.
Shurfa ran barefoot from a house with her children after the Israeli airstrikes. She walked for hours, carrying her 6-month-old baby. When the airstrikes hit, we ran barefoot. We were pushing our children, walking with them 1.5 hours from Al-Shurfa Circle to Al-Jala to Al-Shifa. We were on foot and got tired. We have children who are 1 year old, less than 1 year, or aged 2 years. We were pushing them. We did not take anything with us. We just left everything behind due to the intense airstrike. A huge crowd unloaded the bodies, covered in blankets, from a truck. As the death toll in the ongoing Israeli onslaught keeps rising, people in Khan Yunis have started to bury the dead in random locations. Adel Hamad recounts his horror. He knew at least 50 people who had been killed in his area overnight.
Since 10 p.m. yesterday until early today, more than 50 martyrs in Khan Yunis, and the death toll is constantly rising. We cannot contain burials in a specific place, so graves are dug randomly in various places around houses and in places donated by landowners. The Arab person who dies from the Western Arab area to the Eastern Arab area, we have one body and we cry over all of those people, but no one cries over us.
Israeli forces continue to bombard Gaza with airstrikes. Entire neighborhoods have been reduced to rubble. Hospitals have been overwhelmed with wounded people and are running out of supplies with a few hours of electricity left. Israel has stopped the entry of food, fuel and medicine into Gaza. The 2.3 million people of Gaza are trapped, paying the price for Hamas's brutality. Death, devastation and destruction is all that is now left to witness on the streets of Gaza. Bureau Report, India Today.
And as we get you all the updates coming in from Israel, we're not taking our focus away from Gaza either, which is struggling and coping with an all-out humanitarian crisis. So here are ground reports. For the first time on any Indian channel, we're getting you updates from the epicenter of war-torn Gaza. These are reports filed by my colleague Rami Al-Magari.
This about 4-story building or 3-story building that was destroyed by the Israeli warplanes. And this very big deal of damage has caused the nearby, as you might see here, the nearby homes and residential homes to be at least partially destroyed. This is what the Israeli warplanes always leave in the territory for the time being in different parts of the region. This is the home that is four-story building that was totally destroyed, and on the other side of the road you can see some homes that were partially damaged by the total destruction of this four-story building that belonged to one of the residents of the Magazi refugee camp. This is a part of the rented home of Ibrahim that was damaged, even not that grossly, but as you can see, it is being damaged because of the strike against a nearby home that was totally destroyed. Totally destroyed. That's the scene for now at Ibrahim's rented home. I'm standing here in the front of an UNRWA, United Nations Relief and Works Agency, run school, elementary school for girls, that has been transferred, has been turned into a shelter, a safe shelter for few thousands of Palestinians who used to live near the border lines with Israel. You know, Magazi is an eastern part of the Gaza Strip, in the middle of Gaza Strip, and it's located close to the Israeli borders. We are here standing about 3 kilometers from the Israeli border lines with Gaza. And these population, or these residents who are being displaced at this place, this UNRWA school, were lived or used to live just close to the border, about 700 meters, 1,000 meters away from the border lines. And after the Israeli army, the Israeli government had threatened, had warned the residents, the whole residents of eastern borders with Israel, to leave the place and move inside the towns, like what we are having now. This is inside center of the Magazi refugee camp and central Gaza Strip, and those dwellers of the border lines were forced to come over to this place to seek a safe shelter under the Israeli threats.